Everyone, how are we? Welcome. It's the start of a new week, innit? Wow, I tell you what, Mondays come around quick. Don't that Blue Monday play now, actually, believe it or not. Who'd have thought that? Blue Monday, blue football shirt, not blue at all, not feeling blue, feeling pretty happy, to be honest. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. I have had a wonderful anniversary, thank you very much. As has Mrs. J, to be honest, yeah, probably more for Mrs. J than me. You know, she's had a wonderful time. So, yes, thank you very much for that. Sherm, I mean, yes, you're right. I am. I mean, handsome is one thing. I mean, there's a lot of filter, I think, on here. In fact, do you know what? No filter. This is just natural. This is what I look like. I mean, I probably feel a little bit more radiant today because, well, just, you know, it's Monday, isn't it? It's Monday. This is what we're at. Let's just do it, shall we? 6 points off the playoffs. January transfer window is approaching. And. I mean, we're not doing the stickers just yet, but we've got the book. So, World Cup fever is possibly approaching. That's all I'm going to say. Righty-ho, here we go. So, no wrestling last night. I must admit, James, yes, apologies for that. There was no wrestling because... do you want to know the truth as to why there was no wrestling yesterday? I fell asleep because we have been burning the candle at both ends, and then over the weekend we set fire to the middle as well, because that seemed like the most reasonable thing to do. The weekend has been full on. We have had double football for Eldest Jameson. So he had training on Saturday, and then he had a tournament on Sunday, which was a shame, to be honest, because he plays in the development team, which is like, you know, like for beginner players. And the last tournament we played in was a development tournament, so we played against teams that were of the same level as our lads, and we were fine. We finished fourth in that tournament. Tournament on Sunday that we just played was against the best teams in York. So, fair to say, the team got their arse handed to them, which was a horrible shame for them all. They were getting beat 9-0, 4-0, 7-0. Like, it was like watching me on stream, to be honest. And that's when you're 7 years old. That's not fun. So yeah, a couple of long faces after that, having to try and pick a couple of kids up to be like, right, come on, look, it's all right. This wasn't meant to be. You know, it's just we'll learn from it. We'll work away. We'll not do this again. Yeah. Poor lads. It took a lot. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully, hopefully we'll get back on the training pitch on Saturday, dust ourselves down and go again. And I can say we now because my I've done me health and safety, me first aid qualification. I'm busy ticking off the safeguarding, and then I've got to do my level 1. So that will be what that'll do. That might potentially impact streaming slightly because it's webinars on a Monday night, so it might mean a slightly later start on a Monday. Maybe I'll sort of be dropping in at like 9:30 possibly, or I might have to move things around and I can't do Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, so that would kill me. We'll sort something out. It's only for 4 weeks anyway, but we will of course get that sorted, and that allows us to be fully qualified as an official football manager. Llama is in the house. Thank you very much, Llama, for your anniversary wishes. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 13 years myself and Mrs. J have been married. She's an absolute trooper for putting up with me for that long. Honestly, I didn't realize that people would do that sort of stuff for that long. Sorry. Yeah. But here we are. Here we are. That is proof. What a woman. What a woman she is. Yeah. So 13 years. And yeah, there's not a lot I can say, to be honest, apart from that. Apart from thank you, Mrs. J, for putting up with me. She's in too deep to turn back. That's what she said. Yeah, I think so. I think, look, this is just where we're at right now. And yeah, there's nothing she can do about it, is it? Do you know what I mean? It's going to cost her too much to leave now. And we've got the kids. So, yeah, there you go. This is where we are. We have a mortgage together. So now, also as well, if she does leave, she has to get a new email address. So there's admin to be done on her behalf. So if anything, I reckon that's probably gonna help my cause as well. So there you go. There's the advice, everyone, for if you ever find yourself in that same situation, just really highlight the frustrating elements of leaving. You know, I can't leave her because she knows where the dead cats are buried. That's true. What if she leaves, right? What if I leave and then all of a sudden she goes public about the Denise Van Outen thing? I mean, at that point, transfer fee alone is enough for her to stick around. Absolutely. Cole Sims is unhappy at my failure to offer him a new contract. We did offer you a contract. You just can't, you can't, look, I'll offer you it right now. Watch this, right? Let's go the next day, okay? And then we will see whether or not Cole Sims is going to accept the contract. We can't afford to offer him a contract. Okay, watch this. Enter contract negotiations. Let's jump straight in. Important player, clearly. We're over the wage budget by nearly $3,000. Finance problems. Can't offer him one. So the problem is, if I click cancel negotiations now, he then goes, you didn't offer me a contract. You didn't offer me a contract. And it's like, but I did. I did offer you a contract. In fact, you know what? Here's what we'll do. I'll offer you what I can offer you. And then technically, there you go. See, look, there you go. We offered him a deal. Evening, Benny. How are you, pal? Welcome in. Welcome in. How was everyone's weekend, by the way? How has everyone else got along? We are definitely on Stockholm Syndrome, as MCG says. Tim's in, of course. Ian's here. Andy's in. The Shagger's in. FM with John's here. El Diego's in. Roshi's in. Luffy's here. Loads of people chilling in the background. Feel free. Rugio, my man, of course, is in as well. Nice to see you. But yeah, if you're brand new, drop yourself a follow. This is the greatest save on Twitch right now. Like, or YouTube if you're watching it there. Same save, by the way, YouTube viewers. You know, but yeah, drop us a follow. 10 years in non-league football. What more could you want? 9 years, 8 years in the National League North, a year and a half so far in the National League. We've had our wage budget slashed by the board. The board won't let us have any coaching badges at all. We keep getting offered 1 year contracts. We've overachieved, despite what the chat say. We've overachieved. At this point, the board just want us to be an established national team. They don't want us to get promoted. Do you know what I mean? They're not bothered. We're £500,000 in debt. Our stadium apparently is immaculate. Like a record, we spin round every single season. We finish 12th. Over under, basically the same thing anyway. Pretty much, yeah. The only time it's different over and under is bowling. Oh, and age. Should really put that. Yeah. Age definitely important. Someone's gonna clip that, aren't they? Can just tell. If anything, I think I've really sort of like highlighted that is something you need to consider. Yeah, let's move on. Charlie Walker Smith wants to play more game time. In you come, Charlie Walker Smith. You can have a bit more time. FMG was great last stream. Excellent. I mean, I thought it was good as well. Do you know what I mean? I thought we had some good fun. Did we play Football Manager? No idea. Were the results any good? Don't know. Did we have a laugh? Maybe, probably. Sure we did. How did Sunday Slam go? Didn't do it, unfortunately, Llama. Must admit, just said, just mentioned ever so briefly before I started like filling stuff in. Yeah, I fell asleep. So football tournament on the Sunday, and then eldest Jameson then went straight to a birthday party. So me and Mrs. J had youngest Jameson, and just had a bit of time with him because it was a bit weird for him this weekend because it was all eldest Jameson weekend. So he felt a little bit, had his nose power joint a little bit, I think. So we spent a bit of time with him and just sort of like one-on-one, which I think he really, really liked. Unfortunately, because me and Mrs. J had been out for a meal on Saturday night, we were just a bit tired with it being full on anyway over the week. So we were sort of like a bit just laboured Sunday. I had a watch of the Sunderland Everton game because that was on the TV. Love that. I left to pick eldest Jameson up from the party at 1-1. And then when I got back, Mrs. J was like, well, that was quite a turnaround, wasn't it? And I was like, what do you mean? She went, well, you won 3-1. I was like, yes, we did. And all of a sudden, we're now dreaming of Europe again. That's his fault for being the youngest. Yeah, he just needs to grow up, doesn't he, Llama? A little bit. Like, if he really believed, then he'd be older. Just resting on his laurels a little bit. Youngest Jameson demands more playing time. He genuinely does. Demands first choice football. Actually, to be honest, youngest Jameson demands the Switch. That's all he cares about. The Switch or shite on YouTube. So yeah, so we did that, and then Sunday night, me and Mrs. J, we had something to eat, and then just a pair of us just like flagging on the sofa. That's not a euphemism, right? So, but it's our anniversary today, so we're gonna think. So we had a nice bit of steak for tea. And then Mr. J's clearly had enough of me already. She's like, are you off streaming now? I was like, well, she was like, are you off streaming, please? I was like, okay, I can do that. So yes, that's why I'm here. So we'll see how we get on in the world of Darlington tonight, which I'm sure we'll do fine. Benny said we had a massive win on the international side last night. Beat Afghanistan 3-2. I'm confused. International football? Surely not yet. Unless this is in real life, possibly. You're on FM 23. Oh, okay. That probably explains it then. Oh, St. Bernard nearly scores. Okay, I'll be honest, right? Okay, let's talk FM just for a few seconds and then we're done for. Because I've already ignored all the real football chat because I'm not really bothered. International management announced for Football Manager 26. Eddie Houghton with a goal. I would love to say I'm not bothered, but now I've seen a World Cup, I'll be honest, I'm fickle. I've seen a World Cup and now I'm thinking, okay, it's already been mentioned in the Discord, but we have to try and get a World Cup with Scotland, don't we? Have we got enough years left on this game? I feel like we're going to abandon the Darlington save to try and win a World Cup match with Scotland. Winning the tournament's never going to happen, is it? I'm on 23. That's what DiCaprio says. Love that. Love that, MCG. Yeah. So I've got the sticker book, right? And I've said to the kids, I was like, should we collect the stickers? Eldest Jameson, of course, yeah, brilliant idea. Youngest Jameson, no. Right, okay, cool, fair enough, no bother. I did buy some stickers, okay, so we could do some stickers tonight. That was the plan. And I was going to buy loads of packs, but it worked out. So here's an interesting thing, first of all, before I tell you what I did. Shout out Sainsbury's and Tesco's, by the way. Other supermarkets are available, but the stores that will allow you to have a free sticker album, right? Very, very good. And I'm sure other places allow you for a free sticker album as well, right? But I can only judge on what I've discussed today, right? So free sticker album, then buy the pack separately. Cool. Did that. Went to buy single packs of stickers. Tesco's and Sainsbury's don't do single packs of World Cup stickers. What a ridiculous thing. So I'm like, right, so I knew that Smith's had them, Toy Shop had them over the weekend. So I was like, I'll go and buy some stickers. And we had the kids in the car. So I said, right, I'll jump out and get some stickers. Stickers are £1.25, Roshi. There was talk of them being £2 a pack, which is absurd. £1.25, still quite expensive. I remember they were 25p. But it's £1.25 for 7 stickers now, which for a streamer is fine. We can open packs on stream, not a problem. And what they had was they had 125 packs, or they had a tin of 16 packs for 20 quid. So I thought, do you know what? Because it's for the kids, I thought they'd like to see the tin. So I bought the tin. So I can't open the tin tonight, I'm afraid, because they know there's 16 packs in there. What I'm saying is, I can't get back out to the shop to buy 16 more packs of stickers tomorrow. And for Mrs. J to go, have you spent 40 quid on stickers in 2 days? That's essentially what I mean, right? But we will now do stickers on the stream because why not? Asda and Coop usually good for single packs. Asda's the one. Asda's the one, MCG. They've got loads of them. So yeah, we'll go there. Unfortunately, Asda's not our go-to supermarket, but they might have to be going forward. Also, any local paper shop, I think they tend to have stickers in, don't they? It's CXL on the follow. Appreciate that, my friend. Very kind, very kind. Welcome in. Welcome to the team. Pleasure to have you. It's worth it for the gold Gianni Infantino sticker. Is there a gold? Do you know what? There might be. It could be that Sadixi is pulling my leg off slightly, and it's a pleasure to see you, sir, because we've not seen you for many years. But I sort of believe that might actually be in there. There might be a gold Infantino. There's Paddy Bonds through. Go on. Yes. Has anyone ever completed a sticker album? I personally haven't, Y2 James. I got close a couple of years when I was young. And it was back in the day when you could just sort of like have the in the back of the book, there was like you could just write the ones that you needed and you just send it off, and you could get them delivered. So that we used to do that, but I don't think I ever filled the book, I'm afraid. Also, for people on a budget, there's usually the app version. You can open so many virtual packs a day. That's cool. I like that. That's good because everyone should be open to stickers. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a gold Trump sticker. It's possible, isn't it? You need 2 stickers for the Qatar World Cup, but there wasn't a World Cup in Qatar. Surely, surely I didn't miss a World Cup, right? Last time I touched a sticker album was the old 2018 Panini one. I mean, look, just because it's 18, right? Get your sticker albums out. Go on. Go on. You know you need to. I remember all the pizza talk on Friday, ordered one this evening. There was pizza talk, wasn't there? There was a lot of pizza talk. That happened. So Dixie says, it's been a while. I've been biding my time just waiting to break out the gold Gianni sticker thing. Do you know what? You knew it was going to come. You knew there'd be a point where TJ's going to buy a sticker album. I know he is. I know he is. He can't be. There it is. There it is. It's XCL has said, currently on a Swansea save, thought pop into a stream while getting through the end of the season. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Get yourself settled. You know. The good thing about that is that if you're here, there's a chance you don't need to focus on your save because we don't focus on our save either. So you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine around here. Used to be able to pay Panini for the remaining stickers. You could. You could. It was something like it was something like, was it like 10 pence a sticker or 30 pence a sticker or something? It was quite expensive for the single ones. Maybe even, but yeah, it was obviously it was worth it, you know. But yeah, we won't get anywhere near the completing this album. How many stickers is it now? I'm sure they said something, but it was going to cost like $2,000 or something to finish the sticker, to finish the whole book. Which is disgusting. So there's top goal scorers, World Cup history section. What they've cleverly done is not numbered them, so you don't know how many stickers there are in total. That's very clever. So there's World Cup history. 980 stickers. Oh God. Oh dear. What have I done, chat? What have I done? Uzbekistan, the Congo, Norway, France, Uruguay, Cape Verde, Iran, Belgium. I'm just flicking through randomly here. This is Go Epic, the Women's Brazil World Cup in 2027. FIFA Awards, collect your exclusive digital stamp. What a load of shite. Oh, that's quite cool. All the old mascots. That's pretty good. Official emblems. An advert for Lynx, obviously. Tunisia, there's a box on the Panini website that contains 1,000 stickers. Love to see the amount of swaps on that one. Right, well. Netherlands, Ecuador. Okay, let's do this collectively, shall we? Scotland. Right, how much is it going to cost us to do 1,000 stickers? Haiti, Brazil. We've got a match schedule in here. Play the game on FIFA.com. Evening, Alice. How are you, my friend? Look out for the Panini extra stickers as well. So they do more things. They must have battles or something, or power. How many goalkeepers will be in the 1,000 box? Oh, do you know what? We could do what we've done with the FM show as well, and we could do the unpacking five-a-side team. Didn't they calculate the swaps that cost about $2,500 to do the sticker book? I think it's something like that. Yeah, it's something ridiculous this year, isn't it, Llama? It's far too much money. Why have I bothered? Why have I brought this into the world? The reason is it's one of the only memories I have as a child. Is World Cup sticker. Well, just stickers in general. Also, that 1990 binder that they had. I'm not saying I remember doing it with anybody, but I remember it. I remember that it was a gateway into football for me. You know, the rite of passage for the youngsters. You've still got your Italian 90 book. And everyone remembers their first World Cup, right? Everyone remembers the first World Cup. Like, I remember, like, Italian 90 was the first one I watched fully. So I was 10, and eldest Jameson is 7. He'll be 8 by the time the World Cup's on. And he's into football now, so he might watch quite a lot of the World Cup, because he watches Match of the Day on his iPad in bed every morning now. And he comes down and he tells me what's going on. And do you know what, right? Do you know what he did? And I've got to Google this because I don't know who this player is, right? But we watched the Newcastle West Ham game after the Villa Sunderland match, after the Everton Sunderland match was on. I just left the Sky on the laptop, right? And West Ham obviously got their goal, and he goes to me. He goes, "Oh yeah, that's Tati Castellanos." I'm like, "It's who?" He's like, "Oh, Tati Castellanos." I was like, "Who the fuck's Tati Castellanos?" But he was just like, "Yeah, that's who it is." I was like, "Jesus, that's what I was like as a kid. Like, I was 100% like that." So I was like, "Okay, now it's the time to go with it." You know, have you seen how much a Panini are charging for 1,000 stickers? No. Is it 185 quid? That is a lovely reason to collect them. That's right, Alice. I agree. Remember your first ever sticker packet I got? I remember pulling a shiny Swindon logo. Good memories. Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's what it's all about. Cameroon versus Argentina, my earliest World Cup memory from Italia 90. What an introduction. Wasn't it just? Like, seeing, like, oh, man, beak, can I beak? I want a Cameroon Italia 90s jersey. They're pretty much impossible to find, because really only the squad had them. Nobody else, because they didn't sell shirts. They didn't sell the Cameroon national shirt back then. So if you find one, they are like super expensive. So it might be one of the only shirts that I allow myself a remake of. Although I must admit, here's a question, here's a dilemma. Okay, Canija being tackled out of his boots. Oh, they just made sure Argentina didn't find it, didn't they? Kicking them off the pitch left, right, and centre. And here's the question, right? You lot all know that I love a football shirt, right? I love collecting football shirts. Football shirt collecting is quite an expensive hobby. And that's what it is. It is a hobby, right? Is it not just better just sacking it all off and doing it, just sending 12 quid to China and just going, do you know what? Fine. The kids don't know any different. I mean, I'm looking at the cost of kids' shirts and I'm like, oh, God. Because then they're going, oh, and we need more football kits. And I'm like, I'm not spending 50 quid on a football kit that's out of date in a year for an 8-year-old. Like, just feel as though that's quite expensive, isn't it? Some of them look real from DHgate. Some of them do not. Some of them look a little bit like an artist's impression of what the kit might look like. I just think with the World Cup being around, they could just have a couple of like, you know, international kits or something. You may have just purchased the Belgium and South Korea away kits and both Mexico kits for 60 quid. I like the Curacao one. And I like the Japan one as well. And I like the Scotland away one. I feel like I should pay this. I feel like I should buy the Scotland away one properly. The South Korea one's lush as well. It's proper first world problems, this. This isn't it? Just like, you know, because ethically, I know where I need to sit, right? I told you as well, didn't I, that the Sunderland kits have been reduced this year. Finally been reduced on the website, but unfortunately, that's because they don't have my size. So doesn't look like I'm getting the home or the third kit this year, which is fine. I was on the fence enough about them to not follow through. I bought the away one when it first came out. I was like, right, the blue one, I was happy with that, and the black one, I was like, I quite like it. It's smart. There was obviously something that didn't make me like jump. And the home kit, I don't like the black on around the badge. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the new ones come out in June, and there's already talk. Get it? There's talk. Everyone, there's talk. There's talk that Sunderland's away kit is pink next year. Yes. Pink Hummel kits, man. Come on. Don't know if that's true or not, but that's the rumour. I love a pink shirt as well, Alice. And there is actually a pink Hummel. Let me send you it. Who is it that's just got one? And I remember looking at it going, that's mint. So if it looks like that, I'll be well happy. Let me find it in my Discord, Alice, and I'll send it to you. Because I'm pretty sure I'll have taken a picture of it and snipped it and been like, yes, please. Also, look, look, I get no joy from this, right? But the Newcastle shirt is ridiculous as well. So shit. Oh, it's funny. Right, it's not denser. Coulson scores. Oh, this is it. This is it. Right. Let me send you this, Alice, and see what you think. Because to be fair, if that is Sunderland's away shirt next year, I will spend a lot of money on it. It's Odense in Denmark. But knowing Hummel and knowing the deal we've got with them, it'll have something very specific to the Northeast and Sunderland in it. But I like the checkerboard. And the long sleeves looks class. Oh, great ball in. Coulson with the header. That's got to go in, surely. Oh, Eddie Houghton. Short sleeve one looks awesome. Can't say I like the long sleeve one. Look, do you know what? I'll take that, Alice. I'll take that. I think it's lush. Both versions. Just so simple, subtle, clean. Like, I'll take a bit of that. I think it's one of those ones where I'd buy a short sleeve and then be like, oh, I should have bought it long sleeved. I was like that with our home shirt last season. I should have bought the long sleeve version of that. Whereas I quite like the cuff bits on this one. So I was like, I don't really want it on long sleeve for this. Mm-hmm. We should say as well, by the way, if you haven't followed the WFM show yet, then you're missing out a treat, aren't you? Great ball at the top for Coulson to wrap it up. 3-0. We've had 2 members of the FM show on, just another 2 to go. Well, do you know what? I think Matt's your easy one. I think Aaron's tricky to get a hold of, but we could certainly get you, Matt, in the show. Maggio make an appearance this time. Of course I've already been on. Very proud to be on. I may have even been the first guest, so apologies for that, viewers, but again, what a show the WFM show is. And also with newly UK resident, is that the right word? Jem was the first guest. Jem's a better first guest than I am, to be honest. I was the first FM show guest. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, new UK resident Ank settling in. They went out to see Brighton recently. The last minute winner, so I'm very, very happy about that. I was the first animal themed guest. You were, Llama. You absolutely were. Also, we've got do you know what? We've got no Sai this week, so I'm not sure if either of you are free. We might do FM Room 101 possibly this week. We had Patreon was the episode this week of playing Sunday League Gaffer, because there was a slight issue with Riverside where it wouldn't export last week, so we've now played our game. Mackay Bernard Ferguson makes it 4. That's came out. Last week's Patreon episode we recorded, right? Thursday, Alice. If that's of any use to you. last week's Patreon episode, we recorded for an hour and a half. The main episode, the one that comes out publicly, we recorded for an hour and 10. Okay, so the bonus episodes are now longer than the actual episodes that we released. That's where we are in the world. Evening, Gudja, how are you, my friend? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope life's treating you good. What did we talk about? Let me. Did I mention this to you all as to what we spoke about? That is very important to know, Alice. We may well pull you up with this one and get you in. FM Room 101. So it's things you would like to ban or never see again from the world of Football Manager. Could be anything. Could be in the game. Could be part of the community. It could be anything. So that's, get your thinking hats on. If anyone in the chat who's got an answer, then feel free to throw it in. I think we did this the other week, didn't we? Mentioned it. So here's what we did. Here's what we did for Patreon. This is what I text editor Chris. Would you recognise Ryan Babel? Who was in the most episode of Z-Cars, James Milner or Gareth Barry? Which famous people, not footballers, should appear at the World Cup for their nations? Recasting Superman. And then explain aside that actors don't always have to play the same character as to where they're from. So that was Patreon for next week. So that's an interesting one, isn't it? You know? Can I put streamers in Room 101? Oh, 100%, Tim. 100% they should go in Room 101. There's some of the worst people in the FM creator space. Get all of us in there. No one needs to hear our views on things. Evening, Dan. How are you, pal? TJ, then please, get rid of me. I reckon I'm part of the problem. Even Len Mozo, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're good. MCG says get rid of 2D mode purely to annoy the FM hipsters. I agree. Dan says he's fine after now watching Arsenal. There's nothing wrong with ever watching that. I'm sure that's completely fine. Right, so interestingly, what we now seem to be having is a slight, dare I say it, slight renaissance in form where we've beaten Kurz and Ashton twice. But get rid of 12 players in the league. I like that, El Diego. That's a good one. So 2-0 winning against Kurz and then 4-1. We've got Filed next, then Crawley, then Grimsby. 3 wins on the bounce, chat. What about that? Plus, we have to try and sell some players to get some money back. That's a tough one because most of the players we've got are rubbish, and we're paying too much money. Don't change anything. Don't tweak. Just don't. Just nothing, right? I mean, look, I've already said that we're going to sell Kalkowski, and now he's like, no, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. Do we need to tie TJ's hands again? Well, we could try. We could try. Evening A15. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Let's see if we can keep this going. Shall we? Then 3 wins in a row. What do we think it's possible we can make it 4? That feels like a little bit like a stretch, right? Why is Paddy Bond unhappy? He's happy that he's not playing, right? Evening, Christopher. How are we, sir? Hope you're well. Now, Chris, just before we get anywhere, this is what you've missed: a 2-0 win and a 4-1 win. So you've missed all the wins, I'm afraid. So now it's just back to well, watching bad things happen. I'm very well. I'm very well, thank you. So yeah, unfortunately, if we start losing, we will have to call you FM Console. Them's the rules. I don't make the rule. In fact, I did make the rule, actually, yeah. It's absolutely my rules. But yeah, hope you're well. Hope the family are good. A pleasure to have you in. So, filed a 5th. We're 10th. I mean, let's get back to 12th. That probably makes more sense, right? So, still 6 points behind Morecambe, though, so a bit harsh, DJ. Well, look, it's harsh, but we have to, unfortunately, just, you know, them's the rules, I'm afraid, Dan. You know, I don't make the rules, sort of makes all the rules. Yeah. We can't ban Chris like we do console. We can't. Nor would we want to. Well, there's a goal. See, 1-0 down now. It's all right. Filed are a good side, remember? No, don't go anywhere. You stay where you are, Chris. You can stay and watch what we've all created. It's a punishment now. Yeah, punishment fits the crime. If we ban Chris, then how do we do to take the mick out of? Think. Yeah. You know. I mean, the answer is me, right? Yeah, so apologies, by the way. Yeah, so like I say, yeah, so apologies for last night. No Sunday Slam. We will get back to Sunday Slam next week. But as I say, when it gets to June, there might be like a slight little. Might have to look at Mondays if my level 1 quals webinar thing overruns. I'm sure it won't, but yeah, that's worth looking at, isn't it? And then of course the World Cup's gonna fuck everything up, innit? In terms of like viewer numbers, they're gonna go through the floor because people are gonna want to watch the World Cup, which is understandable. So yeah, I don't know. The fallback option is me. I mean, yeah, absolutely. World Cup match watch alongs we could do. I mean, to be fair, we don't pay any attention to the FM, so we might as well watch the telly while it's on. Yeah. Why not? Just sit and do stickers, innit? Yeah. Can't imagine your viewership would take a hit. TJ's there bloody early in the morning. Well, you don't know what my viewership is like. At least you'll be able to apply for international jobs to get away from rainy Darlow. I mean, well, we'll have to wait and see, Tuny, see what happens. But we are going to have to run at least one Save Us Scotland. I say at least one because it'll take us multiples to even get a win, never mind get out the group or win the World Cup. So 2am versus Caracau versus Algeria. Can't wait. That's the big one. That's the one we want. We're here for that. Rather watch the baseball than the World Cup. I don't understand baseball. Scotland, wow, what will you do with the other half of the stream? Restart and go again. See if I can finish 12th in the World Cup. If we can finish 12th in the World Cup, that'll be pretty decent, right? I reckon I've got more chance of winning the World Cup with Curacao than I have with Scotland. Oh, look, TJ's managed to win the World Cup with Haiti. He didn't get out the groups of Scotland, including the fact they played Haiti. Wilson Isidore becomes the World Club's greatest goal scorer. 47th would be a decent finish for Scotland. Take it. In a 32-team World Cup, we would take 47th. Defeat doesn't move us down. We're staying with 9 points behind Morecambe, I'm afraid. TJ win the World Cup with the 80 would be so TJ. Yeah. No, everyone is entitled to their opinion, MCG. I think. I'm not sure. I'll have a look. I'll see. I might change my mind. I might make a new rule. All opinions should be the same as mine. I'll have a think. It's very dictatorial at that point, doesn't it? But we have said this is not a democracy, right? So we've already mentioned that. It's not a democracy. It's not. So yeah, so we couldn't get 3 wins in a row. 4 wins in a row. Not that anyone really thought we could. So that's fine. TJ is a mini Trump. I mean, in many, many ways, no. Many, many ways, no. Although if you do say, am I drunk on power, then possibly. Yeah. Do I wank off 2 imaginary people at once always when I'm at the disco? Yes. TJ's building a ballroom. Allegedly. Right, so now that we lost a match, can I start touching the team? Sorry. No, not can I start touching the team. Can I tweak the tactics? UFC event in his back garden. Yeah, that's what I want. I want that. Did we mention? Who mentioned the Ronda Rousey scuffle? I think was it Luffy? 14 seconds, I think. And touching the team might help them. It might help them. Do you know what? Maybe that's what's holding them back. Maybe they are. Maybe they're all concerned about a lack of physical contact. Maybe that's it. They're going, oh, you know what, TJ? Just no one's really done what I wanted. Let's get rid of Tom Jennings because we're not even paying him. 17 seconds. Tom Rev used to do at Leeds United. What touched them? Give the massages. I mean, hey, look. I don't know where we are with this, but tonight's stream is brought to you by God. Oh God. even I'm not saying that out loud. Right, do you know what? Ballard Matthews not cutting it either. I know he's on a non-contract, but let's get rid. How's anniversary Saturday? Anniversary meal was lovely on Saturday, actually. Really, really nice. So actual anniversary today, which again has been lovely. Yeah, food eaten, enjoyed, digested. A big fan of posh fancy food, as you know. So that was very good. We had a lovely time. And yeah, then just like back into normal life straight away. I'll leave for a moment and come back to TJ as a mini Trump. What did I miss? All I said, Alice, was that this is not a democracy, and this is what my chat do. Do you know what I mean? I don't think what I said was worthy of that. Yeah. Just, do you know what? Just not good enough, is it? It's not good enough. I don't like touching the team. Well, there was that as well. Yeah. Was that the bit that made the Trumpness touching the team? I find that the weird bit. Oh, hang on. Have I just noticed something? Where's transfers? Have we just... Has one of our players left? Because we couldn't offer him a contract? Where's my transfer history? Come on, Football Manager. Now is not the time. Where's transfer history? There. Cole Sims has left the club. Oh. Oh dear. So the problem was, because he was on a non-contract he's then decided to leave because we couldn't give him a full-time contract. Oh dear. Well, that's difficult, isn't it? That's going to make scoring goals much more difficult. We have saved a little bit of money, in a sense. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. This is going to make the rest of the season quite tricky now. So now we haven't got a striker. And we don't have any money to replace them. So we're going to have to try and find one for loan now, aren't we? Oh yeah, and we're playing top of the league now as well. Great. Lovely. Lovely. Very much looking forward to this. Paging Dr. Dawson. Jesse Nelson, come in, Jesse Nelson, where are you? It's the comeback of all comebacks. Oh my God, that's Jesse Nelson's music. Shooting this great bands. Could be. Is the opener pack channel points redemption for stickers? It will be. It will be, Alice, but it won't be. It won't be for tonight, unfortunately, because what I've got to do is get extra stickers so that the kids don't realise that I've opened their stickers. That's a problem I've created for myself there, isn't it? So I wonder where I can get more stickers tomorrow. Also, as well, Mrs. J will then be like, "You've spent 40 quid on stickers in 2 days," and I'll be like, "A little bit, yeah, a little bit." Although there is part of my brain that goes, 180 quid for 1,000 stickers isn't bad math, right? Oh, it's cool, son. Just have whatever by Liam Lynch ready to play. That's a good track, isn't it? I haven't heard that song in ages, actually. But you know what? The last time I might have heard that song, actually, Llama, might well have been in your stream. Actually. Marcus Maximus, how's the save? I mean, the save is the save, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Like, we are dragging out the non-league. We're getting our money's worth in here. We're creating suspense, drama, disappointment, bit of disappointment, then a bit of drama, more disappointment, and everyone loves it. Loves it. Genius idea, 1 pack per sub. That way you can say, Mrs. J, people are paying you to open the packs. That's the one. That's the one. From now on, all subs get pack openings. There you go. That's what we'll do. Mrs. J came up to me in the park and said, "What are you doing spending 40 quid on stickers?" And I was like, whatever. Yeah, that's it. 80% disappointment, 10% enjoyment, 10% pack openings. That's right. 10% of enjoyment? That much? Really? That seems quite high. And well, do you know what? Maybe it's 9% enjoyment, 1% football manager. We did go up, that's true. And we also had that chocolate investigation as well with the restaurants. So that was quite good fun. And it would be 10% worth of enjoyment because 1/10 of the save has been enjoyable. There's a hardback version of the sticker album. Is there? That feels over the top, doesn't it? Like a hardback version of the sticker book. Just look, whatever, it's 24 years old. Where's the time going? Can't be. Can't be. That is frightening. You know, especially if we go here, what's this? It's My Life, Talk, 1997. Like, you know. Crawley lose top spot as Darlington beat top of the league. Crawley, look how we just like ignored what was going on there. Just like, let's not even address what's happened. Are we going to sign Charlie Quirk for the right wing? "23 years worth of 23 years since No Doubt covered it." Really? Honestly, mad, isn't it? When you go back into this recruitment thing, right? You go requirements in. So all these events are all so long ago, yet we're not getting older, right? No, like as a 29-year-old man, Lam, I don't understand how this is possible. Although the youngest Jameson today, "Daddy, when will you be 50?" I was like, in 4 years, mate. Like, that's where we are. Come on, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Every time I hear it, it hurts my soul a little. Yeah. Should have told him Santa isn't real. Yeah, that'll show him. That'll show him, yeah. And all the characters in Disneyland, they're just men in suits. Yeah. What do you think about that, eh? Eh? Now who's old? Evening, Dutch FM. How are we, my friend? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. How was your stream? Hope you had a pleasant one. Should we just give them the same run out? I mean, look, we've just beaten top of the league, so it seems like a stupid idea to change things. Let's change things, right? No, let's just send them all back out when they're all dead on their feet. I'm top of the league. Oh, no. I'm not top of the league. No. Oh, no. We've just beaten top of the league. We beat top of the league. And we absolutely undersold it. We were just like, yeah, well, whatever. And, oh, we've won. You were scared. Not as scared as we'd be. We would be petrified. We'd just be sat there going, well, how long before we bottle this? Let's not get too comfortable up here. We're getting nosebleeds. Critchlow back to Houghton. Coulson. Flags up. We are currently 10th, so we are 7 points behind Morecambe at this point. Twelfth is the top of our league. Absolutely. Here's Critchlow. Turns it in. 2 headers away. St. Bernard. Goes inside. Puts it wide. Had a save with Darlington. Fun team. Well, define fun. Define fun. It could be fun. The save's fun. I don't know if this team ourselves is fun. I don't know whether I've made it not fun or not. But look, 80% of the time we've been here. 80% of disappointment, 10% fun, 10% opening stickers. Well, 9% fun, 1% football manager. Mark says every time my buddy's kid is being a shit, he always says, "Shut up or kiss your mum." I mean, that's abrupt, isn't it? Let's make triple sub at half time. It's maybe too many subs, but let's live dangerously, right? I think their four defenders are holding out pretty well against our one striker at this moment in time. We're not really creating too much, are we? Big Hamish launches it. Oh, Reese brings it down. Out to Kalkowski. Oh, Reese Williams at the back post. 2 substitutes combine. 3 actually, because Big Hamish launched the ball up from the front as well. So, triple sub, all involved in the goal. Gone. Binged a show called Legends on Netflix yesterday. Pretty good. They played Adored a couple of times, which is what made me think about it. I've not seen Legends. What's it about, Tim? I've never liked this song, you know. It's 99 Red Balloons. It's never been my vibe. Like, it's not as, you know, Come On Eileen levels of awful, but it's just never a song I've gotten and been like, do you know what? Yeah, we need that on a playlist. Williams got away, no penalty, thankfully. No one's gone back to check it out. Over the top. Goldfinger covers much better. I don't know, I'm not sure if I've heard that. I'll check it out, but Tim says plan to bust heroin rings in London, Liverpool based on true stories from the 90s. Okay, well, in that case then, if it's about busting heroin rings in Liverpool, I'm guessing Stephen Graham plays a Scouse cop in it. As all programs on Netflix are. Excuse me, do you want a Scouse cop? Because I'm Stephen Graham. I could probably do that, you know. But Stephen Graham, this is Lord of the Rings. Yeah, but a Scouse cop would work really well in that, I think. Stephen Graham isn't in it. Are you sure? Are you sure, Tim? Are you only in season 1? It's Steve Coogan. Oh, in that case, is he playing a wisecracking cop? I am right about Stephen Graham, though. He does turn up and he's a Scouse cop in everything. He is a little bit wisecracking. I knew it. Smell my cheese, you mother. What do you think of the pedestrianisation of Norwich City Centre? You feed beef burgers to swans. Runs around shouting Dan most of the time. How much mustard gets up your nose? You don't think you can upstage Lynn with a snazzy cardigan, do you? He's got an assistant called Lynn and who exceeds her station a few times. Tell you what, it's £9,500. Tell you what, it's £9,500. Got a scam going with a big plate. The bust of the cracking owl sanctuary or something else. Do you like owls? Supporters delighted. The board very pleased. Drives on a marked mini metro. I'm not driving a mini metro. They've rebadged it, you fool. Lynn, these are sex people. I won't be part of your sex festival, thank you very much. There's the granite work surface I was talking about. But Lynn, it doesn't look like a bounce back. You have. I know. I get the impression Dan's not seen Alan Partridge. That was textbook intercourse. Ellen, you want egg in a bap? I could do it with the shower before and ideally after. It is egg in a bap. Stop getting Bond wrong. Everyone do this with your eyes. Goldfinger. I think that's the one, Chris. Just try to angle the mirror. Oh, Mr. Porridge, I can't sell you no petrol. Making fun of me just on a shit table. I slightly regret bringing up this completely unrelated show now. Honestly, Tim, don't, because if I wasn't distracted by this, I get distracted by something else. So please don't feel as though any of this is a problem. Okay, fine, I'll rewatch it all. Yeah, fine, I'll do it as well then, right? If that's what you desperately want. I'm halfway through watching The Thick of It. Oh, Thick of It's so good. Did you see the Led by Donkeys lot drop the just turned up at the Tommy 10 names march with the Immigration Makes Britain Brilliant video? Not much Partridge in years. Will it have stood the test of time? Oh, I don't know, Lama. That's the problem. Like, I don't know, right? Because the thing is that technically it was meant to be dated at the time, wasn't it? Because it was meant to be like the whole idea of local broadcast radio was quite backwards and quite behind the times. So the thing is, I think people like Alan Partridge still exist, so maybe it'll still be there. I don't know. It's a good question. Will it still hold sway? I think it probably will. You've seen clips of it from what I've seen? No. Let's all have a round of ladyboys and watch it. Alan's deep bath. Now you've just met Norfolk's most angry man. Yeah, the drinks thing might not still be there, and maybe the bit about Bloody Sunday, that doesn't really hold up much either. Don't think you can upstage Lynn with your snazzy cardigan, though, do you? They've written cockpiss Partridge on the car. That's what they've written. It's not a hotel, it's a travel tavern. Yeah, Brass Eye was mid. Brass Eye has aged badly, I think. That's aged very, very badly. The same as Ali G has aged badly, and Bo Selector has aged probably the worst out of them all, I think. I think that would be the worst one to try and go back and rewatch. I don't think that's going to be. But then again, like, you know, we say there about Ali G being dated, but people will still quote Borat, won't they? So, and do you know what? I never watched Borat. I never watched it, and I never watched Bruno either. Which 90s comedies haven't aged as badly? I'll tell you what, we watched Dressed to Kill the other night, the Eddie Izzard stand up from 99, I think it was. Still mint. Still mint. That holds up really well. Mrs. J was like, I like the fact that not all comedy has to be laugh a minute. She was just like, yeah, the bits that were mint were mint. We're still watching an episode of Frasier every now and again. I think Friends has got a few lines in it where you're just like, ooh, do you know what? I'm not sure you should be saying that anymore. Now that's a bit like lazy and a bit weak. IT Crowd. Again, I didn't really watch a lot of IT Crowd. You know, that's not Mrs. J's watched a bit more IT Crowd than I did, but I can't get away with Richard Ayoade. That's a spectrum of stuff. Yeah, Bottom hasn't really aged. Like, yeah, the slapstick stuff hasn't really aged very well, has it? Kelsey Grammer didn't age well. The entirety of Diversity Day in the first season of the United States-based Office is something that wouldn't fly. Do you know what, Brian? I think it would, though. That's the thing. Because I think it's deliberately done. Maybe I'm looking at it from comedians' eyes. I just think that's the best episode. Who is familiar with the Chris Rock routine? And it's just like, right, 2 episodes in, I already know what this character is. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe he's done that. Because of course he'd do that. It's just, I genuinely think that's one of the... My name's Mr. Brown. Okay, I won't call you that because that's a trick. No, that is my name. Yeah, it's when he refers to, like, I've got, whatever you can say in front of me, say in front of these sorts of people. I think even The Office itself would be would probably struggle these days. Yeah, that Chris Rock sketch. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, this is exactly the reason, Michael, I've been called in to talk to you today. He got us talking. Well, actually, I got us talking. He did nothing. First episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. It's the one where they make the videotape as well, and they're dressed up. All I'm going to suggest is, like, without using the words, you can Google the episode I'm on about, but when they make the videotape and it falls at the wrong hands and they're threatening violence. Didn't make it through the first episode of Always Sunny. Oh, honestly, Llama, stick with it, and there is some absolute belters in there. But yeah, tough. It's a bit of a tough watch going back now and looking at some of them being like, whoa, this is brutal. A lot of good men died in that sweatshop. Charlie, are you playing Nightcrawlers again? I'm playing Nightcrawlers, yeah. Yeah. First of all, through God, anything's possible, so write that down. The fact that Rob McElhenney put a load of weight on to become Fat Mac Charlie, you eating paint? Oh, I sniffed a bit of glue, and then how much glue? Some glue. 500 games for TJ. The most disgusting managerial appointments in the world. And I just start shooting and shooting and shooting. Definitely not a stream for kids. I should hope not. I should hope not. I like to bang whores. 500 games, one promotion, a lot of heartbreak. What an advert. What an advert for the beautiful game, right? Do you think at this point you're unsackable from Darlow? Do you know what? I think it's possible we could still get sacked from Darlington, because let's be honest, right? Anything could happen in this save. Anything could happen. Shea Tilsley's off to Grimsby now, apparently, although he's got no intention of joining. The board fear me. The board fear me. It is a tune, eh? This is like a... This is a bop. I believe this. We're called Chemical Toilet. We're called the Pecan Sandies. We're called Chemical Toilet. Sure you can get relegated. Yeah. Also, Llama, if you're not, I was about to say, if you're not convinced by Always Sunny, watch the Night Man Cometh. That's when you go, do you know what? Yeah. Did the gang write a song? No, Charlie wrote a song. You've not heard of it? Oh, it's so they write a musical, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. There's actually versions of it where they do it live, and they sort of like they do it with a live audience and stuff. It's an exploration into the mind of Charlie, yeah. And you realize just how good a musician he is as well. You're like, this is ridiculous. Two parts, oh yeah. I reckon the Nightman has cat eyes. Frank, you're a guy who does cat eyes? Already on it. And I must admit, no matter how much I watch the Always Sunny, I love to think that I'm Mac. I'm 100% Dennis. The Dennis System's a great episode. Chardy McDennis is a cracking episode. I'm definitely Dennis. Which is quite worrying to say out loud, and I'm 100% the serial killer. I was thinking more about the hatred of apps, but yeah, that as well. The parody of Making a Murderer, yeah. Oh. My rage knows no bounds. I'm untethered. Oh, it's one of the final seasons. Well, it's one of the final seasons. I'm probably about 2 seasons behind now, actually. It's a wonderful, wonderful episode where he has a heart monitor attached to him. Like, just, that's the moment I hate. Like, Mrs. J was just like, that's you, Tony. That's exactly what you're like. And I'm like, yeah, I get it now. Okay. Father Ted doesn't hold up very well, I don't think. The implication, they can't say no. But the flyer's a bicep, right? It's a bicep. Turn it round one? No? What is this song? This song is The Killing Moon by Echo and the Bunnymen. Yeah, he's a bad man. Still eight behind Morecambe. Tell you what, Ablett's done all right since he's been playing regularly. So I'm liking that. See if we can change things up a little bit with a striker there. Off you go, Chris. No worries, pal. Good to see you as always. Have yourself a wonderful evening. And we know that you're not going to go to sleep. You're going to watch the Night Man Cometh. I can guarantee that. And then watch Diversity Day for The Office. Hope you're well as well, by the way, Brian. Pleasure having you in also. Our US soccer expert. General Vibesman. Pleasure to have you in, my friend. Also, congratulations on your promotion as well. I can't believe you're getting promoted. Just, you know, where's the struggle? Where's the struggle, Brian? Oh, 0-0 against Morecambe's fine. We'll take that. Three players in need of a rest. Yeah, good. We don't have enough players to rest those players. So I think we're going to literally run the team into the ground, I reckon. I've told you and Callum many times, but thank you for getting me re-addicted to Football Manager. Absolutely love my low league save with Hereford. Oh, do you know what, Brian? I love that. I love that we are to blame for you going to Hereford. But do you know what? You've got the mentality to get out of that division. You know that. Yeah, you can show them what for. Show them what they're missing in real life. Yes, Hamilton's happy now he's playing. We still don't have. We don't know what's happening with Tilsley. Is he going? No, he's not going to Grimsby apparently. So we're now down to a squad of 19 players. So the fans are coming disappointed how the players are performing. What are they concerned about? I mean, what are they hoping for? Finishing 9, it's not good enough, is it? I mean, Coulson's got finishing of 11, so there's that as well. Three goals. I mean, he's just not scoring, is he, really? Right. Let's put Tilsley in there, see how we're getting on. Chris, how are you, buddy? Welcome. It comes down the last day. Personally, I think Europe is a season too early. Look, we just got to play where it goes, right? You know, if we get Europe, cool. If we don't, not a problem. I think Europe helps us keep a couple of players. That's the thing. So there's that, you know. I think Roofs maybe looks and goes another year with Europe. Sadiki maybe looks and goes, ooh, another year with Europe. You know, Xhaka looks another year without Europe, with Europe, sorry. You know, and Luke O'Nien deserves Europe. Like, let's look at this. Luke O'Nien deserves Europe. And Enzo Lefebvre deserves Europe as well. My word, that boy's a good player. But if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. So we'll just wait and see what happens. Try and push on a bit, shall we? Telford in the trophy. If anyone goes, it's going to be big for big money. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. And I can see, you know, I can still see Sadiki and Roofs going, but don't know. I'm wondering whether I don't know. The club were doing a lot of stuff with Gertruda over the weekend, so I'm wondering whether or not this whole thing we've not put a bid in as a smokescreen. Surely we wouldn't make a big deal by like sharing his Instagram stories and stuff, and you know, having him as the picture. You know, don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Nice ball inside. There's Houghton. Go on through. Oh, need a better finish than that, surely. Darlington inside. Tilsley drops nicely. Bindley, bit of space. Oh, good save. I think we'll do all right with recruitment, Chris. I think the previous years have given us a lot of optimism when it comes to recruitment. Right, Billington with a free kick into St. Bernard. Billington again. Back inside Kelly. St. Bernard. No movement for him. Kelly, Bindley, deflected and in. Shit, Tilsley can't claim that, can he? He is, though. He turns down a move to Grimsby. Gets put in the team. Scores us a goal. It's wrong foot of the goalkeeper, so that'll do. Oh, here's Houghton. And Bindley. Houghton. Oh, blocked. That'll do. Going 1-0 up at half time. That's fine. That's fine. I will take that. So Bindley's on the yellow card, so we might have to move him off. Give him a bit of rest. Hope he doesn't get sent off. Put Jones on probably. Let's put Williams on the right. Kalkowski can go on the left as well. Ablett, Belston, Jones. Nice ball out to Critchlow. Jones, Kelly. Oh, good hit from distance. Good save though. Throw in deep in opposition territory. Jones back inside Belston. Critchlow. Belston, Critchlow. Kalkowski just goes wide. So, FA Trophy third round here. Tilsley brings it down. Kelly. Tilsley. There's Kelly, picks it back up again. Jones. Mourinho back at Madrid. Yes, apparently so, yeah. Critchlow. Kalkowski. Critchlow. Billington. Oh, Jones deflected. Great save. Great save by the keeper there. Tell you what, he's played well there, keeper, hasn't he? Might put him on the shortlist, but our keeper sort of is good enough. Williams, good ball in. Critchlow, Kalkowski cuts it wide, shoots wide again, and Kalkowski's had about 4 shots, I think. Not been able to hit the target yet. That's fine for us. 1-0. Look at that dominance. It's not normally we do. It's not normal we do that. He swapped it up. We went a little bit more attacking. I mean, Telford and National and North, that's why. Who have we got next? Do we drop back a little bit? Eastleigh. 13th. We're on the up. We are, Alice. We are. Some wins tonight, haven't we? Fourth round of the FA Trophy done. How many rounds is in this? 5, probably, I'd imagine. The interesting thing, Alice, and you'll find this interesting, is that we've lost some players now. So we're now down to just 19 players in the first team squad. Lots of players out of contract in the summer. So it could be a complete overhaul. We do need to see if we can get anybody in on loan. Because we've got no money for wages or anything, so that's not gonna help us. Have we got anyone that we've actually seen? All right, we've got one player we've seen. 2 players. I mean, the scouts are saying he's good, but Tatenda Unlove, we haven't seen him. Oliver Wood from Blackburn. He looks decent enough, but we don't know too much about him, so that's gonna be a tough one. Strikers, Matthew Robbins. He's a winger, isn't he? Really, that's a winger. Physical, mental, decent. Technical, not good at all. But 15 for determination, fitness, bit of acceleration, good work rate, good teamwork. I mean, he's not a bad player. And Udoyan Bullman. Determination, balance, flair, finishing technique. Not bad. Jarrett Devitt. I mean, he's close enough, right? He's local, so would that work? Jones, another York lad. Declan Corrigan. Oh, maybe Declan Corrigan, possibly. $11 to 17 for finishing. That could work quite handily. And let's work on the assumption that, well, we know that there's another player there because we've obviously taken a player in from York already. Metal Twyford. Port Vale. Again, not quite good enough, is he? Dave McCurney looks alright, though. Couple of mag defenders that we can't see. Alan Summerly. Or Zengen from Everton. So I don't normally look at players like Everton and Man City, but why not? We can't buy players, so you're from Leeds, so let's see what you say. Gary House. Okay, great. All these bids rejected. All these loan offers, trials rejected. Let's see if we can get 290 quid. Let's see if we can do it without. £3,000. Jesus, we're not going to be doing that, are we? I recommended Sanchel again, but we don't have the money for him though. And also, I can't remember seeing. I don't know what there is there. What are the scouts saying that we're not? There's nothing there. There's no way this guy's a League One player. Right. Okay. So they're not going to be able to do anything with that for now. He's very quick. So yeah, two players there we looked and go, oh, they might be quite decent, but not going to happen, unfortunately, due to financial requirements. Lama, did you see Openda played for Notts County in the League Two playoffs over the weekend? you know, I didn't see the playoffs, but if that's the situation, then I love that. I genuinely love that. I take it he played really well. I would imagine he played really well, right? Excuse me. He only plays for Notts County because they're black and white. His heart is still Darlow. That's it. That's it. Maybe he thought it was Darlington. That's why. I wonder where Openda is. Did he get another? Did he get another club? He didn't. I mean, physically, he's deteriorated dramatically. Unfortunately. Shame. Shame. Jesse Nelson, 3 goals from a substitute appearance. The problem is, I don't think we can afford to buy him now. That's the problem. How are we going in Sicily, by the way, Lama? Are we having fun? You weren't live today, were you? I didn't see the notification. Always having fun. Of course, always having fun. Of course, always having fun. Busy with today's exams, tomorrow, lots of sessions. That's the problem, innit? When like the day job gets in the way. You know, I had that last week. I was like, I've got loads of stuff I need to do, so I can't stream. I'm like, it's not what I'm here for, is it? Do you know what I mean? What am I doing? Working for the job, for the man. You know? What a bizarre outlook. But yeah, that's what we had to do. What can we do? Eastleigh, 13th in the league. We are not 12th, believe it or not. I'll say we're not 12th. 11th. Close enough. Close enough. Right, what do you reckon? Are we going to make a last minute dart for the playoffs, possibly? It could happen, couldn't it? It could happen. This stripped down TJ side. I say that, we're going to concede from this free kick now. Oh, nearly. Nearly. 0-0 apparently. Just riding this one out. Let's just push on a bit, shall we? Switch things up a little bit. Let's put Coulson on, bring Tilsley off. Hamish is motivated, so that's a good sign. We could bring him on. Let's hold for a bit. I would think St. Bernard's not had a good game either. Neither's Houghton. Neither wingers really getting involved. Instantly remembering Snatch. Oh, from with the soundtrack. Yeah, it's a film I've not watched in a long time. You know, Alice, long time. It was very good. Oh, come on, that's a silly penalty to concede. Like, I think he throws himself to the ground. That's very over dramatic, isn't it? Come on, Clug. Time for some heroics from you. Yeah, you know, we're not saving that, are we? Big fan of Guy Ritchie. Even his newest ones are awesome. Do you know what? I've not seen a film in a long time. Better remember it for a Guy Ritchie film than crippling heroin addiction. That is true. Isn't it? In a sense, we've all got something to be thankful for there, haven't we, Zeep? So, thank you very much for that. Welcome in, pal. Hope you're good. Hope the James and Clan are well. We are very well. We're very well. Thank you, Zeep. Hope the little Zeepling's good too. Looks like we're slipping down to 13th, sadly. See if we can alter stuff. I don't know if we're going to be able to, though. It feels like it's another 1-0 defeat. Demand a lot more. I mean, look at this. We're not getting past this. You know, lots of defenders. He's teething like a bastard, but otherwise in good spirits. Oh, honestly, teething's the worst. Did I mention to you, Zeep, about the plastic giraffe? I think they call it a Sophie. You need to get one of them. Get the Zeppelin a plastic giraffe. It's like a rubber giraffe, and they just chew on it. And it's really good because it gets into all like the nooks and crannies in the mouth. Like someone recommended it to us, and we've recommended it to every other like parent when there's been teething, and it's perfect. That and a fuck ton of Bonjela. Like, I've not thought about the Sophie giraffe in almost 10 years. It's a thing, right? It's absolutely a thing. it's got magic powers. I don't know how it works, but honestly, it's like the best thing for teething children. We were Mrs. J was watching back through some old video footage of the kids the other day, and constant the eldest one constantly walking around with three dummies. We used to call them ninnies. So he had one in his mouth and he had one in each hand constantly, and he'd just rotate amongst them all. So he always had like a dummy in his mouth, and he had about three in his bed at all times as well. And what he used to do is he used to take them from youngest Jameson. He'd take his and have a bit of go about that, like just like swapping it round. I was like, this is disgusting. This diet is 25% ibuprofen. I'll pick one of those up at the weekend. Honestly, get it and let us know how you get on, because I'm sure anyone who's a parent and has been through the Sophie phase, again, that sounds weird, doesn't it, to say out loud? But honestly, like, it's a game changer. It's a lifesaver, is what it is. January form's not great, is it? It's a shame as well that we haven't got players who are actually interested in coming on loan. Decisions. Oh no, I don't know. I'm thinking there's not enough players that I know about, so I'm concerned at this point. Bullman can't come in on trials. You can't have a look at him. Starting to think as well, our scouting budget must be cut as well, because we're not getting any new recommendations through. 19 grand available, so we must be doing some scouting, surely. Where's the scout thing? Scouting range. No scouting. All right, that's why. For God's sake. That'll explain why then. I mean, we might as well just try our hand at these, and if they look any good, then they look good. If they don't, they don't. You know, only one way to find out, I guess. Yeah, go and ask a question, see what's what. Do you know what? Bindley for Jones. Jones seems like he's going to do better than Bindley. Right, away we go. Let's just roll on again. Scout is stuck in the office. They don't have the money to travel anywhere. Yeah, we can't even afford the internet, Alice. So they're trying to do roaming on their phone. But I'm like, look, unless you've got like a data package with your provider, I can't afford to pay your phone bill. So they're literally like, they've loaded up Football Manager hoping they're going to use the game file, but they're like, it's electricity in it, so we can't afford that. Say burn it over the top. They're at Bedford in the league then this year. 18th. Wow, they have slipped, haven't they? We're now 10 points behind Scunthorpe. That's quite a distance, isn't it? I see charge down. Oh no, we're losing a man, aren't we? He's off. Great. Well, that was good, wasn't it? He's just trying to murder the guy. I mean, not really. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, he did. He did a little bit. I mean, Walker Smith will be the guy to come on, but he's a bit complacent. But I mean, it's gonna have to do, innit? Go on, in you get. Right, 10 men then. 10 men for 80 minutes. Granted, the Bedford striker is now missing one leg. So we've got that to play with, right? $50-50. Yeah, agreed. Agreed, see. You know, he got 50% of the legs that were available to kick. You know, it's not his fault that the player got his body in the way, is it? Do you know what I mean? If he wasn't there, it's a perfect tackle. So, if anything, blame the attacker. Yeah. It's victim blaming TJ. In a sense, and it's not like in a complete sense, but okay, yeah, I can see how that would come across as victim blaming. All right, okay, right, I'll do better. I'll do better. Is it victim blaming if they deserved it? I mean, that's a good question, isn't it? I think that's definitely victim blaming, though, isn't it? You know, for suggesting that they deserved it. Kalkowski trying to get up. Tilsley. Belston. Kalkowski. Belston. Over the top. Tilsley, is he going to get onto it? No, he's not. Kalkowski might, though. Second attempt. Back inside. Walker Smith. Tees it up. Oh. Thought they'd ran far too far there. I was like, oh dear. Right, Houghton's knackered, so let's swip him for Coulson. Do that. Two minutes left. Can we hold on? Can we? Oof. Maybe nearly not. Oh, again, off the bar. We've ridden our luck a little bit, haven't we? That's another two you've injured. Yeah, good. So we're taking them out one by one. Where's the where's the slow the ball down? Waste time. Where's waste time? Oh, time waste. There you go. More often. Can we get another one? Can we injure someone else? 0-0's fine. With 10 men completely against it, up against it, we'll take that. You know, but maybe, just maybe, we should have injured a third. Who did we injure? Was it Humphreys? Yeah, Humphreys just taking a knock. Good. Shame your guy's going to jail. I mean, yeah, in a sense, like, you know, we didn't win the war. But yeah, I think we definitely. All right, yeah, okay, we came off worse. He's banned for one match, but let's face it, he's gonna get banned for more. Might just not say anything, like see what. Maybe see that the league just don't really mention anything. I did say it was a bad tackle. I did. I didn't offer a character witness, so he's probably not going to get bail. So as we sort of like nudge towards the end of January. We don't have the money for bail. No, we used it on scouts instead. That's the problem, isn't it? Stupid decision by me. We could have saved that cash. Used it. Right, Coulson's happy now, even though he's out of contract in the summer. Match against St Albans. Cameron Sherwood? Not sure. Slight issue with Spotify here, so right, yeah, music's giving up. Soz everyone. Oh, oh. Right, now it's asking me to log in. We are logged in. That's the problem. Oh. Right. Okay. Stupid Spotify. Right. It's fine. It's not going to work. Mrs. J's asleep, so we're not going to get the one-time passcode to reload it, but to reload it back up. So, right, we've only got a few minutes left before we jump off anyway. So, hum amongst yourselves, everyone. Yeah, this is the thing. All the bail money's now gone for trying to pay Spotify. Charlie Quirk is out of contract, so that's why we were linked. Jamie Grayson, I'm trying either. Who's Idris Sumare? Probably. Yeah, there's a work permit issue, and getting him in on loan is going to be pretty impossible, to be honest. Andreas Pitas, I mean, he looks decent enough, doesn't he? Where's he come from? Blackpool. Brian Holder. Noddy's brother. What about Chester? Trinidad and Tobago, formerly of Stoke. And then strikers, everyone's. Scott Hamilton. He's got a contract. Jovan Kashuga. He's non-contract. Vincenzo Belletta. Vincenzo Belletta from Grimsby. I mean, that is former Sheffield Wednesday. That explains it. Cole Dexter as well. Right. Okay, we're still not getting too far, but we'll see how we get. Right, last match of the month against St Albans. We are away at St Albans. St Albans are currently 22nd. We're 13th. A win could move us up to 11th or 12th, 11th and 12th. Yeah, so we could do that. That could be good. No Billington, obviously, because he's serving hard time right now. Shame, nice guy as well. Right, let's go. Let's go for it. Okay, so we've got a couple of players there that we might have to release, as I've said. So players that are costing us cash that we need to try and get ourselves sorted out for. Try and save some cash. Excuse me. So worth mentioning as well, of course, that what's the situation look like this week? Situation is going to be no stream tomorrow night because, of course, it's Tuesday, so that's football night. Wednesday, probably nothing. Actually, yeah, probably nothing. Although we'll see because I'm at Pokemon with the kids, and Mrs. J is away with work, so maybe we'll see. Maybe not. Actually, Mrs. J might want to have a conversation, possibly on the phone. You never know. You never know. She might want to talk to me. So Wednesday, maybe not. Thursday, no, because that's podcast night. Friday looks like it's a goer. Friday's the thing. And then Saturday and Sunday, obviously back to normal. So, and it's bank holiday Monday, isn't it? Next week. So that's interesting. Will Warner makes it 1-0 for St Albans. Offside though. Coulson's taking the knock. Brilliant. I mean, I've got us playing positive, and I don't think this is really working for us, is it? So I think we slip back into our old counter-attacking ways. Let's bring Coulson off because we don't know how injured he is, because hamstring strain should be able to nurse him through the rest of the match. Let's get him. We want to keep those hamstrings fine. Don't want it snapping. So doesn't really look like there's much going on, does it? It's both sides cancelling each other out, I think. Happy so far. I mean, happy enough, I guess, you know what I mean? Happy enough. A win moves us up to 12th, so absolutely fine with that. Back to where we in the words of Embrace, we've come back to what we know. Oh, that's well defended. Well defended. Houghton's not having a great time, is he? So let's get him off for Kalkowski. We have not had the best of days in front of goal. The assistant manager is right at that point. Comfortable position in the league. Do you know what? It's fine, especially given the fact that the board just want us to become established in this league. That's reasonable, okay? Just means that, you know, old familiar is back in town. And I'm sure we're all fine with old familiar, right? We know where we are with old familiar. Yeah, it's not a surprise. It's comforting. Are we going to go 0-0 with St Albans? Or worse, 1-0 defeat? Because there is that possibility as well, isn't it? That they just launch it on this counter-attack. I say counter-attack. Well done it away. Kluge's got it. Can we get the ball going now? Come on. No. Nothing to be seen there. I look forward to Angry TJ as a future FM show pod after being stuck in the National League for another 8 seasons. Do you know what, Alice? I think that's what's going to happen. I think we've got a mortgage for the non-leagues, and we are going nowhere. This is our life right now. I made a point saying, "Oh, do you know what? FM should be more realistic. No team should get promoted ever." And here I am, literally living out that reality. John Coulson's out for 4 weeks now with a hamstring strain. Yeah, that's a blow. That's a blow, but that's all we got to do, innit? No wins in 5. Well, not in the league anyway. We've gone from this is the problem, see? Really, really comfortable. Everything's going fine. Everything's going a bit crap. Not dreadful, because, we haven't lost games. We're just not scoring. We're not conceding, which is good. But Aldershot Town next, Stevenage, Bournemouth, Sutton, Aldershot, Southend. Yeah. Let's just see what happens, shall we? Where are we with the league? 9 points behind Scunthorpe. So, look, it's possible we catch them. Might take a big swing, but it's possible. We don't know. Do you know what I mean? If we don't, fair enough. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens. Fun tonight. Thank you very much for hanging out. Really, really enjoyed it. As I say, I'll probably see you on Friday, maybe Wednesday. Keep your eyes on the Discord if that's a possibility. We're going to go and drop a raid on someone we've not seen before. They've got a Pentagon save on the go at the minute, and they're managing in Mexico, so that's a little bit interesting, a little bit cool. They've also not got many people there, not many followers, so go and drop them a follow and give them some love. We'll see you all over the week. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Speak to you in a bit. All the best. Bye now.